Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the UCF Knights and the Louisville Cardinals. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. One of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Guys, back to you.
All right, Ollie. He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Isaac Brown to the left. And he's dragged down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Turning it on. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They'll ride the hot hand. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has, obviously.
But, and he's got room. Got some room into the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Pulled down for the tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Lou V. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Cardinals trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Here's Brown. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Louisville!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Barnett. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Red pass, it's complete. There he goes.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. Breaks free and he might be gone. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He makes the catch. Open space at the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Watson. Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure...
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Foley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Now facing a third and long. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Knights! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
UCF 21,
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They knock him down right there. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
now a 4th down.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They tried to let him work his magic, but he has stopped well short of the first down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Watson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it on the counter. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Hughes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hughes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Trying to escape and get it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 4 team, the LSU Tigers.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And it's the Tigers, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. And it moves their mark to...
Snags it, and there's running room. Bust through behind his pad. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the ground with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Here's Duke one more time. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air. It's Barnett. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time. Lets it go. They're working that left side. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to the...
Could be an alley. He's piled up 76 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside. It's Chambers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Watson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Watson again. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UCF! And the beatdown has ensued. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. And the extra point was good.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
One more time, it's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
At the 46-yard line. Fourth down, coming up.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
UCF 31, Louisville 13.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Dropping back, it's Barnett. It's complete on the right side. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Wants to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they'll knock him down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. That's caught. It's Hughes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Louisville calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. To the air, it's Barnett. Complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Touchdown, Knights! And the stomping has commenced. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Crosses the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Brown again. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team